Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Man, oh man, do I have some major updates for you at both parks, Islands and at Studios. Three of the things I want to talk about involves major roller coasters. Two of those are good, one is bad. Oh my goodness guys, let's get started. But before we begin, we publish theme park videos on this channel all the time. So hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you'll know when another video is ready for you to view. I think we will start over at Islands of Adventure today because that's where most of the good news is. Most of the updates are over there. The bad news I have is going to be on the studio side, so we're going to save that for last. But it is a major update. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned to the end. The first little update that I have, they are using a pass holder entrance now. We were promised that in January and we have received it. I for one hope it stays year round, especially during the busy season. I tell you what I'm going to do. Since I'm making you wait on one major update, I'll give you another major update early on, and that will be the Jurassic Park roller coaster. However, I do want to point out all the water here, like this is like the main lagoon. I don't know if it's showing up well, but it is very like dirty, like a brownish gray. The whole waterway. Let's walk over to Popeyes and Bluto's barges to take a closer look at the JP Coaster construction. We'll also take a closer look at their water over there, see if it's brown and gray as well. We're gonna have to come back to this. Popeyes and Bluto's barges is down. It's supposed to open in 10 minutes, but they said it is delayed. Hopefully by 11, because I think Wimpy's should open at 11. So we'll circle back around here and take a closer look at Popeyes and Bluto's barges, the water, and the Jurassic Park construction. Maybe it's down because of all of the dirty water. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's not that. But we'll just make our way around the park here because I do have some other updates. And we can look at the water here on Ripsaw Falls. Again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up well, but this water is gray and brown as well. I bet all this water is connected from that lagoon up front to the Popeyes and Bluto's barges, to Ripsaw, and to Jurassic Park River Adventure. And I think I know what's going on, what's making that water kind of grayish, kind of brownish gray. I do watch a lot of Gold Rush, so I bet it's like, I think it's called silt. Like the bottom layer of dirt, like in a lake or some type of waterway, is silt. So I bet the Jurassic Park construction for that new coaster is like stirring up a lot of silt, and it's kind of like contaminating the rest of the water around the park. But again, I am no expert. That's just based on my knowledge of watching Gold Rush. If you know better, let me know in the comments below. Am I right? Is that silt? You think silt is like being stirred up and causing the water to get like that grayish brown color? Ah, the busy season appears to be over. Remember, I tell you guys that's, around January 16th, the slow season should start. And look, Kong is only a 10-minute wait right now. And we have some walls around the Jurassic Park River Adventure. Don't worry, this is only down for seasonal maintenance, and it should be up like on January 25th. I think it's down through the 24th. I'll show you a view from the splash area of all the scaffolding that they have up. This happens every year about this time. It's just seasonal maintenance. They have this scaffolding up. They kind of do some maintenance, some painting and touch up on this little waterfall area, and probably some stuff inside. I do want to note though, the last time I was here, I do recall, and what I'll do is I'll put up some old footage from last week, that the water looked pretty gray then. I don't know if we'll be able to make it out with the old footage that I have here, but again, I think all this water is connected. Don't worry, that Jurassic Park River Adventure should be back up and running on January 25th. I'm going to go back to Toon Lagoon real fast just to see if Popeyes is open yet. Because the last time I was over here, I didn't film it for the video I was making, but I noticed a major thing happening with that construction, and I really want to share it with you guys. Yes, it is open again. Let's go check it out. Well, the ride's not open, but we can see the water. The water's really brown, really gray. I bet it's all that silt from the main lagoon. Okay, enough of the water talk, Rick. We get it. The water's dirty. I'm just surprised at how connected all the water is. The main lagoon to Popeyes and Bluto's barges, to Jurassic Park River Adventure, to Ripsaw Falls. I had no idea it was the same water source. Okay guys, we've made it. We're behind Me Ship the Olive, the best spot to check on the Jurassic Park roller coaster construction, and I've got some good stuff to tell you. The first thing I want to point out, see these 3 or 4 columns over here? Those are not support columns. Those are actually being drilled into the ground. They've done, or into the water actually. They've done a lot of these, and this is part of what is stirring up that silt that's all around the water in the park. But I don't think we've gone vertical yet, at least not with the coaster. But here's the cool thing I want to show you. Look at this concrete structure they're building, and actually around it they've dug down a lot here. But if you recall, I did a Jurassic Park POV video of what we think the coaster's going to be like, and there was a concrete structure in that video. I think this is going to be the start of the coaster. It's going to start with a launch inside of this concrete structure. So here's the thing with that video I posted months ago, and I'll leave a link to the video right here. Go check that out. That is a computer generated simulation POV of what we think this Jurassic coaster is going to be like. Now, I did not create that video. I'll leave a link to the YouTuber that did create the video, that computer rated POV. But I have been told by people that that is very, very accurate. But I really do want you to check it out, because I believe it will give us a very, very, very accurate sense of what this Velocicoaster is going to be like. And now let's make our way to Hogsmeade. I've got a really cool update with Hagrid's. Something's going on over there, and you're going to like it. And by the way, Wimpy's Burgers is still open. They've extended it. No word if it's gone permanent, but it is extended. Actually, I'm still checking out the construction walls in the Jurassic Park area, and look what they've done here. They've built these little mini tables. Like if you went to Burger Digs and you wanted to eat outside, bring your little food platter and your drinks right here. Pretty cool. I like that they did this. Or you could just stand here like me and rest your arm on it. I like that they did it. Very clever, but they only did 3 of them. Well, look at this. I'm trying to get the Hagrid's, but there is some construction going on, or some foliage removal here at Hogwarts Castle near the entrance to Jurassic Park. We see we have the green fence up, and a lot of foliage is gone. It's missing. Usually we can't get such a good look at Hogwarts Castle from Jurassic Park. A very interesting angle here. I like it. I don't think it's going to last long though. Let's walk around to the front of the castle and see if anything else is happening. And as I expected, can you hear the banging from Jurassic Park in the background? But as I expected, over here at the entrance to Hogwarts Castle, construction walls up. I bet there must be some type of work going on for that outside queue area. There's an outside queue area here, but they have the construction walls up before you can get to it, and then a lot of foliage is missing. And now for some good news. I've been told that Hagrid's is pretty much running close to full capacity right now. So there are a total of 12 trains that they have for Hagrid's. They have bumped it up to using 10. Now the max they will use is 11 out of the 12. They won't use all 12, but the max is 11, and they are using 10 of the ride trains right now. So there's some good news for you guys. Hagrid's running almost at capacity, using 10 cars now, 10 trains. So, and each train has, I think, 7 cars on it. I'll go back and check some of my earlier footage and see if they've adjusted that at all. So on the screen right now, if they've adjusted the number of ride cars per train, I'll put that on the screen right now. Right now it's 7. I've been told maybe they've it started higher, but we'll see. I'll put that on the screen right now. From the realm of bad news, Honk and Honkers closed permanently. No more cotton candy, guys, unless they move the cotton candy to another spot. But Honk and Honkers, it's done. It's over with. But from the realm of good news, Green Eggs and Ham is now permanent. It will be open year-round. It passed the test, guys. Thank you so much. We can get Green Eggs and Ham anytime we want to. And now into Studios, where you guys will not like what I have to say about a major attraction in here. You're not gonna like it. I would also like to note, since we are heading into Studios, that Mardi Gras starts in February, and they're gonna have 5 or 6 new floats this year. And I'm gonna try to get on one. Before I get to the bad stuff, I have to say, look behind me right here. See this stage? That is for Rock the Universe, which is on January 24th and January 25th. Rock the Universe is a Christian music festival, and it starts at 4 p.m. on those days, and it is a separately ticketed event. And I do want to share with you, on January 16th, Hogwarts Express will be closed for a scheduled maintenance. That's on January 16th only, guys. You won't be able to come into King's Cross Station and hop on the Hogwarts Express. Sorry. And now for what you don't want to hear. My theory about the Mummy closing in 2020. That's right, nothing lasts forever, including the Mummy. It's time to go down for an extended amount of time for an extensive refurb. Let's go have a sit down on one of these stoops in New York so I can explain this theory to you. Let's start this theory with a history lesson. The Incredible Hulk roller coaster opened in 1999 and was shut down in 2015 for an extended refurb. Now the Mummy opened in 2004, and what's this year? 2020. That's 16 years. So the Hulk lasted 16 years before it had to do a major refurb. And you know what? 16 years for the Mummy, it's time for its major refurb. And we're talking like it's gonna be stripped down just like the Hulk was and totally rebuilt. And because of that time frame, I think we're okay with Rip Ride Rocket. Rip Ride Rocket was opened in, what, 2009, so we have a few more years before it's gonna have to go through an extensive rehab. But the Mummy, I'm thinking this will be at least a 6-month rehab. It'll be down for 6 months. The timing of it, I would say it wouldn't be until after the Bourne Identity opens. I don't think they would start the rehab until they have a new attraction up for us guys. So Bourne Identity is going to open up, I'm sorry, the Bourne Stuntacular is going to open up in the spring of 2020. Now the thing is, when they did the Hulk renovation, they started in September after the summer. So that's my time frame. I'm saying after the Bourne Identity and probably after summer, around September, hopefully not before then. I don't think they would want to mess with the summer crowds missing out on the Mummy. So there you have it, my theory. The Mummy will close down for 6 months starting after the Bourne Stuntacular opens and probably around September. Sorry to break the bad news, guys. So if you're new to the channel, maybe you just came across this video because of the title or the thumbnail, you might be wanting to call BS right now. But my longtime viewers, they know I'm usually right on these matters. They know I'm here every other day. I've got my ear to the ground. I've got my finger on the pulse of this place. And I know the history, especially with what they did with the Hulk. So I'm telling you, 2020, I do believe the theory is correct. The Mummy will shut down for about 6 months. But it will return, because that's what mummies do. So once they're done with the refurb, the rehab, and it comes back up, wait for a video. I will have a video called Return of the Mummy. Don't get me wrong, that will be a tough 6-month stretch for me and Nikki to go that long without the Mummy, but we did do it with the Hulk. We survived the Hulk being down for that long. We can do it again for the Mummy. I'm just not looking forward to it. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for my little update video. Some good news, some bad news, but I want to remind you, go check out that POV video I did of what we think the Jurassic Coaster is going to be like based on the evidence of what we saw there today and what people are telling me that it is pretty accurate. So I want you to go check it out, okay? And as always, guys,
don't miss the magic and don't miss the fun.
Right on. Thanks for watching RixFlix.
And now it's time to relax.